We use 2x6 walls on our construction. And if you look here, okay, so here's a 2x6 wall, all right? This is what it would look like if it was a 2x4 wall, okay? The difference between a 2x4 and a 2x6, you get 57% more insulation in a 2x6 wall, which is a lot. We take all of our insulation, we put the net mesh, and we staple it to the walls, and then we fill it full of fiberglass insulation. It's called dense pack insulation, which gives us an R23 wall. And then when we're doing our stucco, we'll put an inch of foam insulation, continuous foam insulation on the outside of the wall. That gives us another R4. And so we have an R27 total wall. Right here above all of our windows and doors, you see how it's indented. Basically what we do is that lets us, again, insulate all the headers. So in a 2x4 wall, that would be flush with this, and you wouldn't be able to insulate that. With our corners, this is what's called a California corner. It's referred to as an advanced framing technique. And what this does is normally when you frame a corner, a lot of times they just pack that full of studs, and then you can't ever get any insulation in there, right? So you have a cold corner that either lets out the heat in the winter or lets the heat in the summer. So all of our corners have allowed for us to get insulation back in there. And all of that, translates into lower energy bills. Again, that's our big push, is to build homes that are longer lasting, less expensive to maintain, and more comfortable to live in. That's kind of our goal. 2x6 walls gives you a lot sturdier wall, a lot quieter wall. It also allows us to do this kind of insulation, which you can't do this level of insulation with a 2x4 wall. We did sound insulation on the master bedroom wall. Also over here on the casita. Since it's a guest bedroom, we wanted to have a little more privacy. So we did sound insulation here on the guest bedroom as well. We go through, and any cracks or voids whatsoever in the framing, we foam. We also foam, around all the windows and doors. All the wires and pipes going up into the attic are all foamed. If you look here on the underside of the ceiling, two things. One, we have radiant barrier sheathing that reflects 97% of the sun's radiated heat. We also use what's called a raised heel truss, and that is, if you look right here at this portion here from the top of the wall up to the roof sheathing, that's called the heel of the truss. And you see how that's raised. On a normal house, a normal truss would look kind of like this piece and this piece, where you got a little triangle right here, and there's very little insulation all the way back, maybe 1 to 2 feet from the wall. But with a raised heel truss, we're able to get insulation all the way to the outside of the wall, all the way a full depth. That makes a huge difference, because that's one of the #1 areas where you're wasting money on your energy bills. So by using a raised heel truss, which we do on all of our homes, you're able to lower your energy bills and have a lot more comfortable home without losing your air conditioning out of the corners of your house. And one of the things that we really take a lot of time on is our window flashing. Most of the window flashing that's done in town doesn't really hold up to water very well. So we really go to great lengths for that. What we do is we put on, this is called a nail-on flashing right here, that it hangs down below the window. You staple it on the top, and then we have a stretch tape zip system wall, which gives us, it's called a window pan. Basically, it comes up 6 inches here and 6 inches here, and we use this stretchy tape because it lets us pull out and over the whole corner, so you don't have any holes. That way, if the window ever leaks for any reason, which sometimes after 5, 10, 15 years, the corners of windows might leak. That way, if it ever does leak, it goes in and it kicks it back away from the house. And doing the nail-on flashing below, that lets the stucco guys, when they come, put their paper up behind it. We also have the nail-on flashing on the sides, and then when we install these windows, we install them with silicone all the way around. We install the window, and then we put another piece of this flashing over the top of the window. So you can see right here we've got a couple of them up top. All the top windows are put in with the pan flashing underneath, the nail-on flashing on the sides, and then they've got a header flashing up top. And you can see down here where these are all prepped and ready to go. On our deck, one of the things that we do, you can see this has this gray coating. We coat all of our decks with a waterproof membrane. We do a couple layers of that, and then we also put this L flashing anywhere where we meet the wall, and also inside of our doors. You see here we've taken this flashing here and down, and then it's got fabric in the corners. So all of the entries are waterproofed. And then tomorrow we'll be putting in the sliding glass door that goes here with all of the flashing above and below. And then from the inside, once that's done, then we foam all the way around the perimeter of the windows. So that wraps up week 6 with our 2018 parade home. We're glad you could join us. If you would, we'd love it if you'd share our video, get the word out. For anyone looking to build a new home or remodel their existing home, we'd love to help you out. Just give us a call or check us out on our website at alcoacustomhomes.com. And again, this house is for sale, so we'd love to talk to anyone that's interested in taking a look at the house.